Remember, at the very bottom here, there's a bolt that you should loosen of the fork leg. And also remember that this top bolt needs to be loosened, and we're going to be removing it completely now. I'm just going to loosen this bolt here and just remove it entirely. And there we go. And there is also a washer to this bolt, so don't lose it. There is oil, and you could, if you wanted, you could just like remove a lot of it just by doing that. So in addition to remove the bolt at the bottom here, removing this bolt, you're also going to have to remove and loosen this bolt here. And this one, when you remove it, all the oil will come out much faster, so it's kind of like a bleeding sort of system. Alright, at this point you have the top of the fork. There's a spring in here, so when you put an extension here, and this is already loosened because we were smart enough this time to loosen it while it was still on the bike. But remember, you need to cover this. This is a little bit dangerous because, and sometimes I screw it up, and I'm not even using a sort of wrench or anything to pull it out, but when you're pulling it, you need to make sure you put pressure on the top, and up on the top and put pressure. And there we go. Not too bad. So let's go ahead, and this one is the left one. So there's the top cover, and this is a shredder valve up here. There is it's like I actually have never seen this. This is kind of really interesting. It's a PVC pipe inside. First, before I remove the spring, there's a spacer. Very important, on top of the spring. And then pull out the spring. There we go. And there's going to be oil that's going to be pouring out. And I like to keep it all in one place. And here comes the internals, which is the bottom part. Let's put that aside. It's always got a little oil. So this is the fork seal on the section that was actually leaking. Take a flat screwdriver and lift up on the fork seal. I'm not too worried about damaging it, but I try not to, because you know I have a new kit for it, so it will work well as well. And just kind of go around. There we go. Put it aside. We'll look at this. It's actually really dirty. There's actually a lot of crud in here. This is kind of interesting. No wonder this fork seal is leaking. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult for you guys to. And I can take the screwdriver and you'll see there's actually, look at this. That is just chunks of rust on here. That is just insane. I've never seen. No wonder this is, oh man, this is so dirty. This is going to be actually difficult to remove because it's just filled with corrosion in here. And the key is to get your screwdriver in the back here and try your best to remove it. There's a part that's open, but I mean, this is just insane. There's like so much corrosion here. Push this one out. Alright, I think I used 2 screwdrivers to get this thing out, and it's still on there, but now, there we go. It took a while. I didn't show you guys most of the struggle, but let's go ahead and remove this. And this clip has seen better days. I think I might have an extra one. I'm going to bend it to, I'm going to make sure I bend this the right way, but this is all completely rusted out. I don't even know if I should be reusing this. Now, we are going to be removing the fork seal. The fork seal actually sits on the inside here, and it is stuck in there. It's just put in by using a special tool. So, but this is completely messed up. The way to remove it is you take the 2 halves, the bottom and the top, and you just do this. and it slowly, after you remove that retaining clip, it should come out. But because of this it was so tight and full of rust, this might take a little bit more work. Okay, here we go. So there are the two parts separated. Is this piece of rubber here that causes all the debris, and it is by far the worst shape fork seal I've ever seen, and it's kind of incredible. So let's go ahead and just put this aside. So what we have here is the fork seal, and you see all of this crud everywhere. It might be a little bit difficult to see, but this is rust. This is rust, debris, water, corrosion, full of crud everywhere. And this is pretty much a throwaway. There's no way you can fix it. This is just, yeah. You shouldn't reuse these fork seals anyway. There's like a limited lifespan, but normally I've never seen anything quite in as bad of shape. It's just kind of amazing. So this is in really bad shape too. This is the clip that took me a while to remove. It is full of rust. All right, we are going to be removing the dust cap, and this is the one on the right. And the dust cap, there is some damage, and there's actually quite a bit of dirt. Here's another thing, like this is fairly damaged, so it is completely corroded. Even this one, and this one's not the one that's leaking. This is getting so difficult to remove because it's all rusted out here on the sides. So the metal clip is here, so I have to figure out a way to get it out. Doesn't matter, just gotta get this thing out. Just took hours and hours to get rid of this thing. It is still not in there. This clip, which is this is the old one. That clip belongs to the other fork, but it is completely rusted out, and I've been trying to get it out for hours. It is still not out, but I can now get it up here, and it's out. I mean, don't think that this did not take a long time, guys. First of all, it broke, and it's completely rusted out. The fork seal out, all you have to do is kind of pound it like this. And the problem is it's all bent. So there we go. Things that are disturbing about the right fork is that there's some pretty big holes here, and I never even noticed that, but it's a little bit hard because I have my hands are dirty. It looks like almost a drill coming from the side. So make sure that you clean all of these things. And I'm going to try and find a different clip. I don't want to reuse the same clips, but I'm taking some steel wool and I'm going through and really trying to clean up the insides. I think it might be overkill to like try and like polish all of this up. These were the difficult things to remove because of rust. They're completely corroded. I don't recommend reusing these. I'm going to search to see if I can find some clips that are a different style, because these are a little bit over-engineered. In a way, it's nice that Honda took the time to like, and this is like hard steel, so not even a soft steel that I usually see in bikes. Even at the FJR 1300 that I did the fork seals, the clips were much inferior quality in steel than these.